Hi, do you like your morning cup of coffee? I know I do. And quite often I'll walk across to my coffee shop, get a cup of coffee, sit down, maybe even get something to eat, and invariably I'll take a book with me. This is a bit of quiet time for me, a time I enjoy very much. Often the book I take with me is this one. I've read it quite a few times and it never ceases to impress me. Stephen Covey talks about character development among other things. And here's a quote that I highlighted and placed on my Facebook way back in July 2021. Here's what it says. If you want secondary greatness of recognised talent, focus first on primary character. Sorry, I'll read that again. If you want the secondary greatness of recognised talent, focus first on primary greatness of character. I've found that most of us, especially when we're young, seek approval. Whatever we do, we want little pats on the back to say we're doing it right. And you probably find that in these postings on LinkedIn and Facebook, you might get 7 or 8, even 10 positive remarks about how it was enjoyed by the listener or the watcher. And one posting denigrating it, putting it down. So which one do we focus on? The negative one. I don't know why this is. It's as though we want approval from everyone. This is particularly the case when we're young. We're very sensitive to the remarks of people we regard as older and wiser than ourselves. And sometimes they'll use a throwaway line, unthinking at the time, which can devastate the way we think about ourselves. I think you'll probably recognise that. It does happen. We hear someone in authority say something, or we overhear someone say something about us, which is negative, and we accept it. Because at that stage, at the early tender age, we actually believe that older people know more about life and have more wisdom than we do. And probably they do. But often they do not think carefully about what they say. A remark comes up in their mind, they have no tact, and they blurt it out. I think, though, that as we grow older, we grow less sensitive to those sorts of remarks. They still stay with us, but not to the same extent. It's the same with friendships and making enemies. I think as a young person, we have our friends and we have our enemies. But as time goes by, to me anyway, it seems we have less enemies and more friends. Maybe because we're adjusting to the world and being kinder, and they're being more kinder to us in response. I don't know. Perhaps this is the way it goes. Or perhaps because we've become far more thick-skinned to the remarks of others. I find that people who I regarded as hostile enemies when I was young, I made up friends with those long ago, wrote letters, got letters back. And I can honestly say that at my time, in my mid-80s, I don't have anyone I particularly dislike. I don't think I have any enemies. I know that there are people who probably dislike me, but that's their problem, not mine. So what I'm saying here is, as we grow older, we are less prone to the sticks and the carrots provided to us by others, we become more self-assured. We respect ourselves more. And the more respect that we have for ourselves, the more we feel about our own character as being a good character, the less we're concerned with what other people think of us. In other words, we don't let other people's judgments affect us. I'm raving on a bit about here, but I'm just thinking about something to say. I'd like your opinion on it. What do you think? The older you get, the more self-assured you become, the less prone you are to the criticisms of others. Get back to me. Bye.